Welcome back to the 3 pillars of successful remote ESOL instruction. Today we're going to take a look at the first of our 3 pillars for effective remote instruction, structure. Our goals for today's session are to discuss the use of a syllabus to provide consistent course structure for both you and your students, setting a tone of collaboration from the outset. We're going to demonstrate how, by using the proper sections to build your syllabus, you can help your students embrace learner agency. And we're going to provide some suggestions for additional means of classroom organization. To begin with, let's take a look at why using a syllabus is a good idea and some tips for ensuring it encompasses your goals. Now, some of you may be saying, a syllabus, really? That's not so innovative. And you're right. A syllabus is not new, but it is tried and true. If you use a syllabus already, I hope to suggest some ideas of areas to include that will help with your overall structure and organizing of your course. If you do not, I hope to show you that there are many ways that you can use a syllabus to assist you with your overall course planning. A syllabus is a good idea as we prepare our students for college and career, but even more so in a remote, online or blended environment to provide that dependable, stable reference point for students to review, acknowledge what they've done and see where their class is headed, or at times, see what they may have missed, all leading toward learner agency. In the syllabus, you're able to begin creating your online presence with your students and setting the tone for your time together before you ever begin teaching. Syllabi can take many forms. This does not have to be a hugely formal or complex document. It's a roadmap for your students, but can also serve as your planning document for whatever time frame you choose. When creating your syllabus, be sure to be aware of your audience. Use understandable and welcoming language, and that's just so important as you begin your time together with students. Lay out exactly how the course will progress during the designated period. Clarify the means of communication and how that will be happening. And show excitement about the time you're going to spend together in class. The syllabus truly does set the tone. This document can be one that you share your first day of class, email or send via WhatsApp ahead of time, be part of your orientation with new students, or even part of your registration process so everyone is clear as you begin your time together. Some helpful fields I recommend include the class name, level, and program. Your syllabus can be set up by thematic unit, each unit having its own plan for instruction. You can set it up so that you can follow your program calendar, semester, quarter, trimester, fall, winter, spring, summer, however you choose to break down your classes. Just be mindful you don't want to be handing out a new syllabus every week, so try to use it to chunk out a period of class time. You'll want to be sure to include all of your contact information, and also mention here if you will have times when students can come in, ask questions, get extra help. When in person, many teachers come to their programs early to meet students and check in with them before class. In a remote environment, when holding synchronous sessions, will you join the Zoom room early? Stay a bit afterward. Hold virtual office hours? Will you schedule individual appointments with students if they need help or need to meet virtually? This is your opportunity to be clear here about your availability before, during, and after classes. I really also encourage you to be clear about your contact preferences. Let students know if you prefer email, your WhatsApp group, remind, text, call, snail mail, whatever you choose. Be clear also about availability and expectations regarding your response time. Doing this up front saves you from the midnight call or the student frustrated if you don't respond on a Sunday morning about a homework question. Set time frames here for expected replies, 24 to 48 hours, you're not available on weekends, those sorts of things. Spell it all out here and refer to the syllabus often. We all have different schedules, so clarity can avoid confusion and frustration down the road. Many of you are familiar with the syllabus already, so I don't want to take up lots of time going over material you already know. But this is your chance to talk a bit about the unit you're going to be exploring together. Introduce the learning objectives for your unit. Provide opportunities for students to ask clarifying questions. Use this syllabus review as an exercise in comprehension, speaking, listening, reading. And then get into more specific course structure. Here is where you will spell it all out for students using the appropriate language levels for clarity. Be very specific. When will you be meeting? What are the expectations for work outside of the class meeting time? You may not be face-to-face with students for the same number of hours as you used to be, so will there be additional work that you chunk out and assign for students to complete independently? If Zoom is your choice, for example, how does that fit into the structure of your course? Does presence in a synchronous session count as attendance, or is there some other deliverable based on coursework that will count? Are you recording sessions? And here is where you can also mention the other elements of your course. Will you be using USA Learns, Khan Academy? How will your textbooks be integrated into your remote work? Assignments to be turned in, how do you want them submitted? Google Docs, a picture via WhatsApp, screenshot, text, video, audio submissions, or some other tool. Include deadlines as best you can as well. When are things due and how many assignments are there? Think through how you may be able to structure your class for maximum engagement by all. Understand that everyone won't be able to engage in all ways, but by offering a variety of ways to interact, there should be something effective for everyone. Really helpful, if you can, is to sketch out each week for that unit and what your plan is. At a glance, you and your students can all look to see what is coming and how to prepare. It provides clarity for all and places the student in the driver's seat for their own learning. Students hold in the hand the roadmap for the unit, the way to communicate with you and/or the program, when class is meeting and via which platform, which assignments are due, along with how to submit them and when. All the tools they need to be successful in your classroom. Other ways to structure your class beyond the use of the syllabus can include the use of Google Docs, Drive, Classroom, Sites, or other helpful collaborative tools, such as Live Binders or Blackboard. You can set up weekly folders within Google Drive to access weekly videos, articles, classwork, assignments, collaborative documents, and invite your students to access those folders. If a student misses class, they know they can check their designated folder or site to locate missed work. And this allows the student to collaborate with you during or after class on documents or assignments and provide a way for you to provide feedback. Be sure students know when to expect to hear from you as well. Our next pillar is communication, so we'll get further into that in the next video. I also do feel that I need to put in a plug for job aids. As we are learning new tools, job aids can be made ahead of time using pictures and language appropriate to the class level. They provide clear, step-by-step instructions with screenshots whenever possible and can go a long way in helping your students gain a level of comfort with a new instructional tool. Use them regularly for scaffolding and differentiated instruction. In this brief look at structure, we have identified ways in which, by using a syllabus, you can set the tone for teamwork, collaboration, and warmth before your classes begin. We've shown the ways in which a syllabus can serve as both a planning document for you and a roadmap of your course for students. We've discussed the ways in which the use of a syllabus can increase learner independence and learner agency by putting the responsibility for accessing sessions, deadlines, topics, and materials in the hands of the students. And we've looked at other ways in which consistent structure can be accomplished by use of tools such as Google Docs, WhatsApp, instructor consistency, and student support. With this understanding of the importance of structure, let's now take a look at the ways to optimize communication to ensure success. Please view the next video, Communication, Pillar 2, to learn more.